yeah, the baby's born, and everyone took a knee, and hooray for him, and hooray for us.
Hello and welcome back to the Croak and Crow podcast. But wait, before I introduce myself, before I tell you what we're talking about, it's Christmas. Throw on the hats. It is the Christmas. I think I have this on the naughty side. There we go. It is the Christmas podcast, the greatest day of the year, the day we've all been waiting for. And man, am I excited. I am Spencer Cartier, aka Mr. Christmas.
And I am Verona Krista Kringle Christmas.
Krista Kringle? Crystal.
Welcome to the stage, Crystal Kringle.
We have been waiting for this day, not just for 25 days, not just for the Advent, but since we started. It's the first annual Croak and Crow Christmas. And man, I am happy to be here.
It's crazy.
It's insane.
It's crazy. What is it? Honda Holidays or whatever.
Yeah, happy Honda Days.
Happy Honda
We gotta
Days.
make a cool Christmas, like Merry Croak and Crow or
That's
something.
right, yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
But that's it. It's the last day of Advent. How are we celebrating? We've had 24 presents.
I just thought it would be like Christmas. Oh, you mean what can we do today?
Yeah,
The culmination. Yeah. Okay. I do have something. And it's also is it a test? Is it a mystery? What I have here.
What is that? Is that mystery flavored?
Yeah.
No, you're lying.
Well, no. I don't know what it is really. So
Name the flavor. Let me show the camera.
Yeah, you do that because every time I put something up, yeah, right, there it is. So name the flavor. And if you like, do you want to like quickly say what the instructions are? Because
okay, I'll quickly read the instructions.
It's like a lot.
Taste the new Snapple mystery flavor and be inspired. Text Snapple to 21688 and submit your flavor name. Share with your friends and ask for votes.
All right, so it's not a mystery. It's a name contest, I think.
It's a mystery flavor name contest. So I imagine it's like a fruit punch sort of.
Right, so, but they're not going to tell you like, oh, like all the people who guessed coconut are wrong. They want you to say like this is Zowie Powie.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's one of these just berry flavored things in general that can have a million names. And then you're going to say, oh, that's Snappy Bappy, hit you in the head with a dappy.
Right, name
flavor.
That flavor. We should vote for the Croak and Crow flavor.
We should, yes. Yeah. So we're going to taste it first.
Yeah. Did you shake it?
Yeah, I shook it.
Okay.
Before we do anything, we got to read the Snapple fact. Newborn babies cannot cry tears for at least 3 weeks.
Criteria.
That's kind of creepy.
I never noticed. What does this say? The first VCR was made in 1956 and was the size of a piano.
Mm-hmm. Who would have thought? All right, so now is it time?
I wonder how big the tape was. Like,
Well, it's probably like
just recorded.
Yeah, well, it was like probably like a film, 2 film reels. I don't know.
I'm gonna smell it. I'm gonna smell it. It smells like.
Tastes like melted popsicles.
I got a grape smell. I got an iced tea smell. But if I was being specific, I'm getting grape before I even start. And it's not really inviting, if you ask me. And I like Snapple.
Yeah, it's grape. I mean, it doesn't... I feel like it'd be good as a slushie.
Oh, yeah.
You can turn it into
You're
a slushie.
always wanting to slushify everything.
That's the best form of drink. Half ice, half liquid.
Let me tell. It's exactly like a melted popsicle.
Yes.
Exactly. Even the burn at the back.
Yes.
Exactly. It should be called melted popsicle.
Melted popsicle. Is that the name?
That's all I'm getting. I'm sort of disappointed.
I know. I would have preferred to not like it.
Mm-hmm.
I preferred to be smacked in the face with some kind of flavor. But all in all, it was just sort of underwhelming. on this Christmas day.
It's extremely underwhelming. It's a disappointment, you might say. And I cannot imagine drinking this room temperature. This is cold.
Yeah. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. I almost want it colder.
Exactly.
I want a slushy. No, you're agreeing with me. You want a slushy form.
Absolutely
okay,
agree with you.
I was right.
This cannot be consumed less cold than it is.
Yeah, and imagine if you like spilled it.
Because it's a plastic bottle.
Yeah.
Which makes, like, already you got to up your game.
All right, next we're going to see who can chug them faster.
No. I like the glass bottles of everything, really. But, come on, Snapple. It is plastic, yeah. Oh, well. Name the flavor. All natural. All natural's good, but...
It's all natural. Well, that was exciting.
We're going to leave it for the...
Yeah, you can leave one. Let the audience...
Product placement. Don't block our beautiful little assistants today.
So, guys, we don't have a topic today because we're
Christmas.
talking... Why would
Merry Christmas.
This is a religious channel. Or sort of, right?
Yeah.
And this is a very religious holiday.
It is very religious.
So why would we talk about anything else? So let's talk about it.
Well, everything else is religious. That's our tagline.
Everything's religious.
Everything's religious. I was driving home from the store and I heard Joy to the World and I forgot how much I like that song.
Joy to the world, the Savior.
So the way you're singing it, underwhelming. But when I think of Joy to the World, it's always, if you see a performance or something, that's the one that like gets the crowd going. Joy to the world. I like the big ones.
Yeah. Amps you up.
Yeah. Joy, joy, joy. Joy's a great word. It
is a great word. All right. Let's talk about the Bible story. We can't start any other way.
Okay.
There's a lot of things I want to talk to about Christmas, but we have to start.
Oh, so it's not a number and it's not a topic, so we don't have to do that. It's just Christmas special.
It's a Christmas special. It's a super special Christmas special.
Super Sábado Sensacional.
Christmas special.
It would be Thursday, not Saturday. So I think we should talk about disappointment. For one, we're just for a few minutes.
I just said let's talk about the Christmas story, and then you said
disappointment. That's what I meant.
The Christmas story is a disappointment?
No. I'm saying in the Christmas story, the first thing that they felt, I thought we were going to go through it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to have to caveat that with that.
Oh, I'm sorry. My mind is like a beautiful mind, and I just think everybody is like as fast as me, as fast as I. Disappointment. Because
Mary and Joseph were pretty disappointed they couldn't find a place.
Exactly. So that's how it started.
Yeah.
I am so disappointed because I'm about to have my baby in the road.
Yeah.
That's my contribution at this point.
I saw this really cool piece of art. If I can find it again, I'll show it right here. If not, I'll show something else. But it was this modern. It was like not the greatest of drawings, but it was good. It was like a modern take on the Christmas story, not indicating a Jesus or whatever, but it was just showing like a couple who were like, they were outside and there was like little odes to some of the Christmas, like it was, the hotel was called like the Nazareth Inn or something. And it was really interesting because when you look at it, you see just two misfits, if you will.
Yeah.
Like looking for a place. And you really have to ask yourself, like, of course, Mary and Joseph, why did no one let them in? Like, I would have done, it's easy to say now. Right. But when you see that, it really opens your eyes to like, oh, wow, it was knock, like knock, that. Yeah. And I really hope I can find the image because it really is a cool little.
And, they say there was no room at the inn, so they couldn't stay there. They didn't say there was lots of vacancies and they just didn't like them.
Well, I mean, of course there was no room. Christmas is like a really bustling time.
I know. It's a huge tourist time. No, so they couldn't go. So the first thing they felt was disappointment, and now it's your turn.
Next thing they felt was excitement.
Yay.
No, probably fear.
I don't know.
I'd be afraid. No, I guess they had God on their side.
But they also had probably...
But they were fleeing already. Or no,
they weren't fleeing.
That was after.
This was the census, I think. Wasn't it?
Yes.
The census. Sure. That's... Okay. I think it's the census, and that's why all the rooms were taken up, because everyone had to go back to where they had
Gotcha.
where from whence they had
Yes,
come.
yes, you're right. You're right.
Like the quarantine when everyone ended up back at their houses.
Yeah.
So they weren't afraid of that. I thought you meant they were afraid of childbirth, but
why are they afraid of childbirth?
well, she was only 14.
Yeah, I know. It was horrible. What movie was that? It was like one of these like realistic movies.
Oh yeah.
And then just once again, in reading just lines of Mary, the Mother of God, all these things is so hard to actually put yourself there and see. It's like a 14-year-old girl just having to go through childbirth,
Right.
just by itself.
Yeah.
It's rough.
All right. So then it was joy.
Then it was joy.
Joy to the world. Literally, Lord has come. So yeah, everyone was like, the shepherds were out there, doing that. Joy, because just, that's what happens after the baby is successfully there. And they did have a shelter. They didn't have what they wanted.
The barn.
They had a place to lay
Manger.
his head. And that's the part we celebrate. And then what?
Wise men. The wisest of men.
The wisest of
Did
men.
I skip anything?
I think you skipped a few days later, didn't you?
I don't know.
I think Little Christmas is when the wise men show up. But for the sake of the outline,
Yeah, for the important
wise
part.
men came.
Yeah,
and they got
important part.
gifts, so...
Frankincense.
Good gifts,
Was it gold, frankincense, and myrrh?
Yeah.
I don't know what those stuff
Well,
are.
I know what gold is.
I know. Yeah, right. Giving a little baby gold,
I think frankincense and myrrh is like perfumes and oils and stuff like that.
which were really expensive back then.
Right. So, like...
What do you think they did with them?
I know, I wonder.
Like
Sell it?
college fund?
No.
Well, maybe like where did they end up setting up shop? In Nazareth. So was it like, did it buy them a little house, some goats to herd, some wood?
You read the Bible and you're asking me.
I'm pretty. I think it's one of those stories where it just skips pretty drastically.
Yeah.
From that to
I don't know
John
what
the
they did with
Baptist.
it.
I assume Joseph bought a lot of wood, started his carpentry business.
I hope it was more than that.
A lot of wood. Like he started a business. It costs a lot.
All right, maybe.
To rent out a place.
I don't know.
To buy the workshop materials.
Right. And I didn't hear that she had a baby shower, so she would have had to buy all this stuff.
Yeah, there was no registry.
No. And so they had appreciation, I'm guessing. They didn't have confusion. I mean, I would have confusion, What is
happening?
Yeah.
Why?
If like people showed up at Nazareth, you were born in Nazareth. No, he was born in Bethlehem. He's from Nazareth. If people showed up at Nazareth Hospital and just came through the door and gave me like super expensive gifts, I would be confused.
Yeah.
But she had
Yeah, she was like, she knew it wasn't Joseph. She knew it was the Son of God.
Yeah.
I think it was all just come together. Those wise men are cool, by the way.
Yeah.
They went against orders together.
Balthazar, I know that's one of them.
Yeah, that's a cool name.
Yeah.
I wish my name was Balthazar. You think I can change it?
Of course, everybody can change their name.
Balthazar.
Yeah.
Balthazar.
You would you go by like Czar or
no? I'd go
no
Balthazar.
Full.
Yeah.
Balthazar.
So is that the story? Is that the Christmas story?
No. Oh well, you read the Bible once again.
Okay.
So let's think. The baby and then the people celebrated, and because the wise men followed the star. That's all part of the Christmas celebration. But the baby's born, and everyone took a knee and hooray for him and hooray for us. Yay.
Hooray for everybody.
Hooray for everybody.
Now, how important do you think it is to push this agenda of keep Christ in Christmas?
Like I said before, Christ is going to be okay no matter what happens. Mm-hmm. If they start to call it Honda Days.
Yeah.
But
do you think Santa Claus overshadows Jesus?
No, I think he helps to. Santa Claus is the sugar that attracts everybody.
Yeah.
So people might say, "Oh, well, you shouldn't need sugar. Mm-hmm. What's the harm?"
Heart disease.
No, that's
your teeth rotting.
Get out of here.
Diabetes.
This has sugar in
type
it.
2. Just to name a few.
Listen, if Santa Claus was an anti-Christian, was the Antichrist.
Can you imagine?
I would say maybe we shouldn't go down that road. Santa's a nice person who asks people, you got on your nice, nice hat, who asks people to be nice for reward.
Yeah.
He's kind of on brand.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I'm really glad you said that, because I really think that that's the truth. A lot of people, when they're like, "Oh, you heathens, keep Christ in Christmas," it's like you're doing the exact opposite of keeping Christ in Christmas.
Right.
Like, and on top of that, I'm gonna go further. I know this is a Christmas podcast, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna get opinionated.
That's
okay.
What I
do.
That's their gift. You're giving them a Christmas gift.
Like, I know people of other faiths and of no faith who celebrate Christmas, and that offends some people. It's like, that's a Christian holiday. I'm like, celebrate it. Celebrate it harder than you know what it is. That's like Croak and Crow. If we go out and we start giving people like free shirts, and they don't watch the podcast, and it's like, well, I'll wear it, and I'm like, okay, guess what? Wear my shirt all around town.
Right.
That's free advertising.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone loves a holiday. Don't push like, oh, well, you have to be Christian. It's like,
right.
The more people are enjoying something, and then you are indirectly, what are you like? Oh, I love Christmas. It's the season of giving. Santa Claus, happy faces, and then that's all coming through a Christian holiday. It brings people closer to the religion. I'm so against this excommunication. I'm all about inclusivity, being giving, being happy. The best way you can convert people, it's not by knocking on doors. It's not. I said this once, I'll say it again. You knock on doors, you're not doing anything. Stop it. I'm just kidding. If you knock on doors.
But the mailman, he knocks and he gives me packages.
Just leave it outside. It's COVID. I don't want to see your face.
Cherry.
No, I'm just kidding. The way you convert people is the way you do anything. And that's you lead by example.
That's right.
If someone comes over and they're a strict atheist and they knock on your door shivering on Christmas Eve and they're like, I know I don't believe in God, but it looks really fun in there. You have hot cocoa and gifts and you are singing Christmas carols. You let him in, say enjoy.
I'm surprised your story ended, because normally your examples take us through a few chapters.
No, I'm going to keep it short today. No, you invite him in and say enjoy Christmas with us. Don't worry. And then he's singing the carol. He's singing Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah.
You give him a gift, a scented candle. He has some ham at dinner, and he's enjoying all these things. And then he's like, wow, something about this sense of community, this sense of selflessness. I'm really starting to like these Christians.
Yeah.
If you're like, they knock on the door, and I'm going to make the story longer. And they're like,
a challenge.
Hey, yeah, I don't know if I subscribe to the whole God thing, but like, can I celebrate Christmas with y'all? No. It's called Christmas for a reason. It's Christ mess.
You're not
You're
baptized.
not welcome. You turn that person away, guess what? You'd be the same person that turned Joseph and Mary away at the manger. Drop the mic. Drop the mic.
Listen, you know how some people feel nervous about saying Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
What do you do? Now you can say, I'm not going to ask you what you say.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you what you reply. So I say, actually, I don't really say anything, not because I care, but because I'm just not, I don't feel like wishing anybody anything. But when someone says to you specifically, Happy Holidays, and I'm not talking about a store because I think they have to do it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like a friend or, somebody. Do you respond back? Like, I feel like they're putting up the boundary of, I didn't say Merry Christmas. I said Happy Holidays. And if you say Merry Christmas, you are pushing it on them.
I mean, well, I'm going to answer that in two parts, but I'm also I'm glad you brought it up. First thing is, I respond with everything to like, oh, you as well. So it doesn't matter. If they said Happy Hanukkah, I say to you as well. Like, second
so if they're like, oh, is it still raining out?
You as well. No, I just mean, that's what I'm saying.
I'm joking.
I
know when that happens?
What?
When you respond with a default response and then you're like, that didn't go.
Yeah. How's it going? I'm good. Wait, no. What I always mess up with one. I don't know.
You too or something.
Yeah. What's up? Nah, I don't, okay. I'm trying to
No, someone went to the movies and they were like, enjoy the movie, and the person was like, you too. And
yeah. No, but I'm glad you brought it up because I was just going on a little bit of rant of the one way, and then these guys are expensive. You're being like, what about the other side? Like you're saying, oh, everyone has Christmas. We get enough Christmas. You jam it down our throats. Don't tell me Merry Christmas. I don't celebrate. So is that wrong? And I'll answer my own question. I'm a millennial. I'm at the tail end of
same.
I'm the tail end of millennials, so it's sort of ingrained in me to say Happy Holidays. Like it's very PC generation.
Yeah. The Christmas concerts became winter concerts.
Yeah. Jingle Ball and all that. I guess that's still kind of Christmassy, but yeah. So that's sort of ingrained in me. But here's my thing. I am so fine. Maybe I'm ignorant because I am the majority, being Christmas celebrators. But I'd be fine if someone said, start Hanukkah, like, oh, Happy Hanukkah. It's unless you were saying like something negative, like I hate dogs, and it's like that was your greeting, and I'd say I don't know if I can say I hate dogs too before I leave. But if someone says Merry Christmas, like obviously I don't. Oh, Merry Christmas. If someone said, Happy Hanukkah.
If someone says Happy Holidays, what do you respond?
I said to you as well. I would never.
You do say to you as well.
Yeah, I'm mirror. I would never switch up on them. If they said,
I say like, don't you mean Happy Birthday Jesus?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, and especially.
By the way, Happy Birthday, Christina.
Happy birthday, Christina. But that's
Tina.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like, why can't you just say?
What do you say if they say Salaam alaikum?
Alaikum salam.
Sometimes if someone says something to me that's not like if they would say Happy Hanukkah, I would feel like, am I allowed to say Happy Hanukkah back? Like Salaam alaikum, am I allowed to say it back? I don't know.
I think, like you are. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's only negative when someone turns it negative. It's only negative if someone said Happy Hanukkah and you respond with Merry Christmas. Like that's negative. But Happy Hanukkah. Oh, like to you as well. It's like you're not even saying you celebrate Hanukkah or you celebrate Christmas.
Yeah.
It's just Merry Christmas. It's a Christmas season.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas from your Kmart Christmas store.
Why can't we all be married together? But I get it. I get
that's Kmart jingle.
The problem is this. Most people don't think that, and a lot of people do get offended, and they get aggressive. So Happy Holidays wasn't this is the perfect way to do things. I think it's more of, okay, we obviously can't get along.
Yeah.
You can't say Happy Hanukkah and get a response back, and that person can't say Merry Christmas and get a response back. Just say Happy Holidays.
It's like Ms. If you don't know if someone's a Miss or a Mrs. It's like, let's just go with Ms.
Do we still do that?
I don't think so. Actually, I think it's one of the things that's...
You rolling your eyes at that? You think a woman should have to change her title based on marriage and a man doesn't?
No. Not at all. I don't wear a wedding ring. No, I was rolling my eyes and it wasn't a rolling of the eyes. It was an exasperated glance upwards because I can't keep track of everything. And no, we did have teachers that you would call Ms.
Who, me?
No, everybody. I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. No, I was just saying because people didn't know, are you a Miss or a Mrs., they would be like, we'll call you Ms. It was like the middle.
Ms.
I've had people get awkward with me about Mother's Day. Like when you're at a store and then it's Mother's Day and then they'll go, oh, like Happy Mother's Day, Yeah. And I'd be like, yeah,
it's a holiday.
Sure, whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
You had a mother, right?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. So that's my take on the whole Happy Holidays thing.
Okay.
But I don't know. I think it's an enjoyable time for everyone. I think I like Christmas in that regard. Some people might say, and I might be repeating a little bit, but maybe not. Some people might say Christmas got way too saturated with just what's it called, pop culture, and it's no longer even like a Christian holiday. and I'm happy about that. Like we have a lot of sacred Christian holiday, Good Friday and all the Lent, like if you observe that or whatever, which is, I think it's good that we have one. Like what's more Christian than inclusivity about loving the neighbor?
Yeah.
That's like, if you don't get me wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's Christian values all into one sentence.
And no one is stopping you from, like, Christmas is the ground floor of Christianity.
Yeah.
Christmas, okay? But if you want to celebrate the Annunciation, which is when the angel first told Mary that she was going to have Jesus, or any of the holy days of obligation in Catholics anyway, go ahead. Like you can be a gold star Catholic, but leave them alone. But this is Christmas, and you know what? It's a really hard time for a lot of people, and they're not happy and joyful, and it actually triggers them.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Are you speaking from personal experience?
No.
Sounded like you were.
No, I'm not. But I'm just saying, maybe we have viewers who are like,
I hate Christmas.
F you, Can you say that?
You just did.
What'd you say? Oh, you're being the person who hates it. No, I was just acknowledging the other people in the room who were like, it's not so joyful for me. Some people have real reasons. Like my neighbor's dad died on Christmas, you know? Other people, it's just, there's a million reasons that you might not like it. And that's okay. And you don't have to like it, but you can like these little minutes we're having. Yeah. You don't have to set the whole day on fire.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Take from it what you want. I think that's the whole point, is like, you can be the biggest Christmas fan, or you can be the smallest, but I've always said my biggest thing is to live your life how you want to live it. Right. So I don't think other people should take that away from you, should force things upon you. And I also don't think they should pull things from you. Like, right. You don't celebrate enough, you celebrate too much. I think everyone should be able to live their lives. And that's what Christmas is about. Yeah, and I think for Christmas, there's a huge pressure. And the pressure is to give people presents. Yeah. And then you can get depressed. I mean, obviously, there's also a depression or disappointment. Back to that word, disappointment. If you didn't get what you wanted, like a fireman's jacket. But that's a joke, okay? I've been joking about that for 2 days now. No, I didn't get my fireman's jacket, but that is because I would not give anybody the link of what I wanted or the measurements or anything like that, because I'm super, super particular and I'd rather just tease people. So you might be disappointed. Yeah. If you didn't get something. Yeah. But I think the bigger disappointment is when you want to get somebody something and you can't. That's a tough thing. I saw this thing on Facebook about telling, it was one of these things that is not going to go anywhere, where it's like telling everyone, don't tell your kids that their expensive toys are from Santa, because they're going to say, Santa got me an iPad, and then the kid's going to go home and say, yeah, well, what, does Santa not like me? Because he only got me some oranges. It's magic. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. On that topic, I think kids are going to stop believing in Santa soon. Oh, really? Well, technology. What 5-year-old doesn't have a tablet? You know what? I never thought of that. I immediately thought, like, before you had this ability to hide things because it's like their world. You would even tell, like, people close to you, like, don't tell her yet because she still believes. But you're right. And they're on the internet and the whole world. You're right. How? Like, they're watching the memes and stuff. They're in, like, these kids, they're growing up fast, like, being quick. They Is that terrible to you? Not really. It's more of just an inevitability. Right. But I think it's going to be this nostalgic thing that we remember when kids were able to believe in Santa. Right. It is. I am definitely not for lying to children. I am. Lie to them. Forget them kids. I did lie to my children. But now that I don't have any children to lie to, when I think about it, I'm like, I think it's just because you're thinking back, and now you're seeing adult children. Like, oh, I lied to them. You're not lying to them. You're giving them. It's like a game. Yeah. It's like
like hide and seek. I didn't really go away.
It's like exactly. It's peekaboo. Like
right.
You were there the whole time.
Right.
And it's all good. Like no kid grows up and said, "Why'd you do it?" It's the reason why it happens generation after generation.
Because it was fun.
It's a fun tradition.
Yeah.
Now, Elf on the Shelf. That's stupid.
Elf on the Shelf.
I don't know. Is that like a cultural thing or
no?
We're back.
Elf on the Shelf is newer than my kids, so I didn't do it, and then it came up when they were too big to do it, and so thankfully I missed the whole thing. I have no attachment to it.
No, get rid of that before you get rid of like.
It's so kind of strange, this thing's.
You like, can't touch it or something.
Spy on you.
Yeah, he's always watching.
Yeah,
be a good boy.
Yeah.
Like that. That's where I think the line to kids is like Santa Claus is like all fun and happy. Yeah, Elf on your shelf.
Yeah, I saw this thing about the tooth fairy, and it was like telling kids that when their teeth fall out or come out of their mouth, and leave it, and the witch comes at night and will pay for your dead teeth or something like that.
Yeah. Yikes.
Oh my gosh, where have we wandered on this Christmas day?
Lie to your kids while you still got the chance, because my guess is by 2025, no kid, I'm going to say 90% of kids over the age of 5 will know there's no Santa.
Interesting.
There's no way. How? Like, how can you hide from a kid? Those iPad safe searches only go so far.
Yeah.
They still have access to a million things.
And they're just super smart kids.
And they're super smart kids.
Because it just takes, your brother, Preston, was super smart. Yeah. And it wasn't because of an iPad. And he was just like, but it doesn't make sense. Yeah, like, how does he get in the house? How does he travel?
Yeah.
So very, very young. He was like really questioning.
And on top of that, there is this sort of switch over from, unfortunately, we are becoming a less religious society, right? Like before it was everyone. So when you had a class full of people and then maybe one kid was like, Santa's not real.
Yeah.
I have a story about that, but in a second. But
you can just find a million people who are telling you it's
and
not
they're
real,
all telling
why
you.
it's not.
And then before it was like, you don't believe me? The old thing was like, ask your parents. And it's like, but now look it up. Google it, Timmy.
I know.
And then Timmy's like, nah, you're lying to me, man. You're lying to me.
Aw.
But no.
Sad.
So my story was, I was in like 4th grade, and that sounds old. I don't know. I was right about.
You were a youngling.
I was the age that I was right about to be told about Santa Claus being real, and I was at an elementary school that was primarily Jewish. It was a lot of Jewish kids, and I was there, minding my own business. It was like Christmas season, and there was this girl. Still remember this stupid girl, and she was like, Santa Claus is not real. I'm like, yeah, okay. And then she was like, he's not. Like, your parents buy your presents and they put them under the tree.
Because her parents told her probably, because she was probably like, why doesn't he like little Jewish children?
And so my blood was boiling, and I was like, Santa Claus is real. And then she was like, no, he's not. And so I screamed in the middle of the class.
You said like, Israel to a Jewish girl?
Well, that's what I'm about to get at.
Oh.
I was like, you want to know because you're Jewish. And
that's okay.
It wasn't that bad.
No.
But the thing was, I found out about Santa not being real probably like a couple weeks later.
And what did she do when you said it?
Nothing. She was just like,
she doesn't. That because
joke's on you.
That's joke's on you.
Something just stick in my mind.
No, because talk about, if you're feeling disappointed, the Jewish children in the school who all these Christian kids are coming in and being like, Santa came to my house, and I got a ride-on car and everything else, and they're like really thinking, because if he's not religious, why wouldn't he come to our house? I mean, like feel persecuted,
He only goes to the Christian kids' house.
Sorry.
Yeah. But
I don't know. I can't
remember.
I
said, that's going to be, I'm going to tell my or someone else's grandkids. I'm going to tell someone's grandkids that one day, and they're going to be like, wait, you believed in Santa? They probably won't even talk in real language. It'll probably just be like ones and zeros.
What do you think of getting the photos on the lap when the child is screaming?
I don't know. I mean, I don't like it. Like, I don't like I saw this one thing. It was like a photo shoot where the Grinch would pop out and just terrify the kids. I'm not for that. Like something about just terrifying your own children sounds a little sadistic to me.
Yeah.
But as far as like the waiting in the line forever at the mall, then poor guy Santa who's like trying. They have the jingle bells.
Well,
like,
I worked for a couple years Christmas season with Santa, and I was the photographer, and yeah, it. But I've heard people that they tell the kids that's not the real Santa, that's a Santa's helper. I guess to help with the why does he look different and why was he at two different stores and stuff like that. But no, I just saw an article and it said that the new trend is not to put the screaming child there because it will traumatize them for later.
All this stuff is all malarkey.
Listen, when I worked there were screaming kids. And I didn't think about the trauma to the child. I thought about, come on, because the line would be long.
Yeah.
And the parent wouldn't give up. And they would be like, no, you'll get it. Just leave them there. Go again. And I'm there like, it's just a push a button.
Your
like,
kid sucks, man.
doesn't want it. And then I saw another thing on Instagram where they now have Santas that will cry. They specifically cry with the baby. So it's like a cute photo.
I saw photos like that. Which I think that's fine. I mean, if your baby's
when
crying,
I grew up, there wasn't real beard Santas, and now there is.
I feel like there's like a community of them.
Yeah.
These real Santas, and they wait all year for it. It's like
of course, it's fun.
Yeah, show out.
It's fun.
It's fun. Maybe I'll be a real beard Santa one day.
Oh wow, real beard Santa. That's a long time in the future.
Yeah, I'm thinking like when I'm like 65.
You can put up a picture of Fashion Santa from Instagram, and he's this I think he's Canadian. He has the white beard and everything, but he's like a model.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's like.
There's a guy who walks every day, and on the trail that I walk on, and he's older. Like he has full white hair, but he has like the nicest mane. He literally looks like the most interesting.
I wonder if it was Santa.
I don't know.
Did you see him when it wasn't the season?
No.
Oh my gosh, Spencer. Your fourth grade Spencer finally has the proof.
I told you. It's like a Jewish name.
Let's not go there.
Sarah.
Yeah, Rebecca.
I told you, Rebecca.
So you see this guy. That's
yeah,
it?
no, but he's like an old guy with a beard and this like short cut, but he has all his hair and he wears like really nice clothes. He's like in shape.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, you're like the most well put. He could be like a actor. He's like so for his age.
Yeah.
He's so well put together and
right.
Like he's a handsome guy. I'm like, and then I wonder. I'm like, was he always a handsome guy, or is he literally like peaking at the age of?
I don't know.
60.
We're not allowed to say for his age.
Why?
You're not allowed to say, wow, like she's really pretty for her age. I don't know. Because it's like, what's that supposed to mean? She's pretty or he's handsome, or you know what I mean? Like, oh, like he's really handsome for his size or something. It's like it's so you're just taking a little bit away. I'm not telling you. I have a radar out and it's like beep 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 beep, and I just catch everything that they tell us not to say, and then I bring it to you, and I'm like, this is the new stuff that we can't do.
Yeah. Well, it's a Christmas season. You're allowed to say whatever you want.
Oh, that's how it
no
works?
filter.
Oh, wow.
Santa Claus said so.
Awesome.
So say something
no.
controversial.
You can eat dogs.
No, see, remember when I said it? We don't go. So all right.
Never.
We got a little bit of time left. Let's think of one more Christmas topic. Do you think Rudolph should be in the OG lineup?
No.
When I said OG lineup, do you think he should just be in the like when you're picking your?
I want Rudolph out of there.
You want him out. You say he's not real. He's not.
What are you doing? First of all, you're super tiny.
Well,
it's dangerous.
He's lighting the way.
They can fly through the air. They can visit every child. They can get in houses that are locked, and they can't illuminate the sky.
Yeah, my question is, they sought out Rudolph when it was a very foggy.
I just realized that. What if children watch this and we just told them that there's no Santa?
No children watch this.
Okay, go ahead.
It was a foggy night.
Yeah.
Does that mean if it was like Christmas Eve next year, he'd get benched? or he got a spot in the line.
They only call him out like,
Oh, yeah,
come
that's
on,
what I'm wondering.
it's foggy.
Yeah, it's foggy. Come on.
I have a feeling that for the photo shoots and stuff, he was out front and center, but I think the majority of the time he was in the sleigh. And it was all just like PR. And I don't think
My other question.
that the other guys liked him.
My other question.
Well, they
So,
didn't. That's in the song.
You got like Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid, Donner and Blitzen, right?
Yeah.
But in the song of Rudolph, all the other reindeers used to laugh and call him names.
Yeah.
Was this a community of reindeer? Like, are these names of these reindeer that we know just sort of like cemented into the position and they're getting replaced? Like, you're taking the Donner position? Or are there just random reindeers? Like, what are?
No.
Is it like community and they have like the Cook's reindeers?
I think it's a lifetime appointment.
What happens when you die?
Well, Santa never dies, so I guess it's an eternal appointment. And,
Okay.
and these 8 guys made it.
Okay, and so what are all the other reindeer doing?
Just living lives.
Just living.
Like we don't wonder what people in the Supreme Court, the judges in the Supreme Court, like. Wait, how do other people get to be judges in the Supreme? You don't. Sorry.
Interesting. Now my question is, how did they go so long without Rudolph? And what was Rudolph doing?
That's why I don't believe in him.
And so now, if it was a community-based thing, like you said, what did Rudolph do pre being asked to slay? And how was
just
that?
born? He was so little.
So there are reindeers being born, but they're not dying.
No, reindeers are born and die all the time.
Only the ones who were allowed to be
At the North Pole. Like once you go to the North Pole at the workshop, like if you are an elf, or if you're Mrs. Santa Claus, or if you're Mr. Santa Claus.
Yeah.
You never call him Mr. Santa Claus, but she's Mrs.
Well, it'd be Mr. Claus.
Do they say that?
It's not Mrs. Santa Claus. It's Mrs. Claus.
Mrs.
No,
Santa Claus.
they don't say it. I'm saying it would never be Mr. Santa Claus.
Once you're up there, it's like, the Fountain of Youth or whatever. You'll never...
So they didn't. So Rudolph wasn't in.
No, he was just like he was probably like somewhere in Canada or something.
Rudolph was in Canada. They were flying down.
Yeah.
Saw a red nose, scooped him up.
I think just like I said, for commercial purposes, there's no way in the world that nose was lighting stuff up enough that they were like, we need to have you. Plus, that would be kind of mean to the little guy with the red nose. Like, where'd they take him from?
Yeah, it's kind of mean. That's like getting like a.
Like we'll rescue you from your bulliers, but you're gonna have to work for us.
For what they like for your, whatever you were born with.
Maybe it was a one-night job.
No, you are right. It is kind of wrong, right? Like, if you think about it, he was getting made fun of because it was an abnormality that he was born with, having this nose.
Right.
And so, they didn't just say, we believe in you for your flying ability.
Right, or you're so funny.
That was like getting someone who was like dwarfism and saying, oh, you're being bullied? Come over here. We need someone to clean under our car. It's like, it's kind of terrible if you think about it.
Yeah, what if
that's
you're
awful?
Right. What else was Rudolph offering?
Yeah.
Did they know? They couldn't see past the nose.
No, that is as much pointing out his flaws just because they're beneficial to you. It's wrong. And I think we can end on, we don't count Rudolph in our top 8.
Get out of here.
Reindeer lineup.
But all the others are great. Santa's great.
Santa's great.
And this day can be great.
This day can be great. Honestly, this day can be great if you are a Christian and it's the greatest day. If you're a lover of giving, this day can be the greatest day if you don't like Christmas. You know why? Because it's another day you're breathing.
Right.
It's another day that you can do what you love. If it might not be wrapping gifts. Maybe you love to play the harmonica.
Right.
And you can play the harmonica and play whatever song you want today. So for everyone, December 25th should be a great day.
If you are an atheist who just can't find the joy in life and you didn't get presents from anyone, you have no one to give presents to, you don't have a Christmas turkey, you just could care less. The day's different.
The day's different.
Something to look at. It's like my grandmother, we used to live on the boulevard.
Yeah.
And her joy, this old woman, would be to watch the cars go by.
Yeah.
Out front. And what's fun? When all of a sudden it's something different, like the pig truck or some kind of school bus or something.
Well, I mean,
you get to look at it, something different.
one of your favorite holidays is a holiday that you don't even celebrate. It's Cinco de Mayo. You love it.
Dios de los Muertos.
That's the one. Well, Cinco de Mayo
Mexican.
is like...
They're both Mexican.
Okay.
One's in May, one's in...
No, okay.
Yeah.
It's Dios de los Muertos.
Right.
The Day of the Dead. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
It's one of your favorite holidays. Not because, that's the day I can see
don't
my relatives.
go to the grave and... No.
It's just because there's something about it.
It's different.
It's different. You
I like to look at the graphics.
So...
Something for everyone. Both ends of the scale.
Both ends of the scale. It's a holiday for everyone.
And we're happy that you spent it with us.
And we're happy you spent it with us. And we hope that you go and enjoy it however you want to enjoy it.
I don't recommend this.
Yes.
But
don't put any, or I guess don't. It already happened. Next year, we'll see you again. But probably with a lot. You know what? I'm speaking to future Spencer right now.
Okay.
I'm speaking to next year,
Why
December,
not?
to December Spencer. I want you to put this clip in 2021's Christmas episode and see how far we came. And that'll be my Christmas gift to you guys. But that's our show. Merry Christmas. Peace.